Hello beaders, welcome to Beachside Bead Boutique. My name is Jerry and today I am super excited because I have Didi's Deluxe Bead Box here. This is for the month of March, so I am so excited to see what's in here. Now I haven't been able to get Didi's Deluxe Bead Box for a couple of months, so I'm very excited that I'm able to get it this month. And Didi's Deluxe Bead Box always has high quality beads and components and an exclusive check glass strand. So it's always, and a wonderful assortment of items in this box. And Didi's Deluxe Bead Box is not a monthly subscription box. It is first come, first served. It becomes available on the 12th of every month. So they will reveal the previous month on the 12th and then come out with the newest month on the 12th, if that makes sense to you. So I will link Didi's Deluxe Bead Box in my description. You can check out the website. They do not only just sell the bead box, they also sell bead strands and beads and such. So yes, check out the website. So we are going to open this up and see what's in here. And also stick around to see what I design from the contents of this box. So let's go ahead and get started. Now Didi's Deluxe Bead Box does sell out pretty quickly every month. So if you want it, you better go and grab it right when it pretty much when it comes out, because they might not be available for too long. So this is Didi's Deluxe Bead Box for March 2026. Thank you. You're welcome. We have Santorini Sunset. Inspired by warm sunset horizons where deep Mediterranean blues meet sun-baked terracotta, reflecting the gentle warmth of faded sunlight, a reminder to slow down, savor the beauty around you, and create something meaningful from the moment. I really like that. I'm so excited. Ooh, I am so excited for this. Oh, wow, we have some really pretty colors in here. Okay, let me go ahead and get everything organized, and I will be right back. Okay, so first we have Santorini Sunset, inspired by Czech designer strand. And look at how pretty this is. Look at that gold wash on these here. And this orange as well. Look at that beautiful gold hue. So pretty. And these really pretty blue, which looks like a nice tile. Very pretty. And the same thing with this brown copper. Look at that beautiful orangish gold hue on that. Super pretty. I really love these orange ones that have that beautiful gold. Their check glass strands are always top notch. So pretty. Next we have 8-inch strand, 6mm natural peach moonstone gemstone. Very pretty moonstone. I love this peach color. So see, we have some dark peach with some swirls. And then we have a little bit of a brownish tan peach tone. And then a very light pale peach. And then even almost a clear. So pretty. A nice size strand. Love those. Next we have 6x5 8mm marbled opaline blue glass beads. Really pretty. Such a beautiful blue. And same thing, we do have color variations. We have this one here that to me it's hard to pick up in the camera, but it is more of a grayish blue, where these here are more of a royal blue. Opaline blue, very pretty. And then this one is like a clear blue, where see these are more opaque. It's more like creamy, but beautiful blue, beautiful color variations. I love these together. I think that looks gorgeous. Next we have 8-inch strand 2x4mm natural riverstone Heshi beads. So that is this 2x4mm. It's an 8-inch strand. A really pretty Heshi. See, we have cream and a little bit of a brown hue. Very nice. Next we have 15-inch strand 6mm cobalt blue with gold stripe wash glass bead. So we have some beautiful blue beads with a very pretty gold wash. So pretty. I really love the color of this blue. It's a very nice bright blue, and with the gold addition it just makes them pop. Very pretty. And this looks so pretty together. Next we have an 8-inch strand 6mm terracotta polymer clay Heshi disc. So we have clay Heshi with a very pretty orange, and then it has speckles of gray and that deeper blue. Get it up close so you could see that color variation in there. And it is a nice size strand as well. Next, we have 7 inches, 10x8mm wood grain patterned cream barrel beads. So this is not on a strand. Maybe it must have came off the strand. So we have some really pretty wood grain pattern barrel beads. These are really pretty. Now they're not wood. They look like wood, yes. Look at that pretty grain of wood. Oops. Don't want to break them because it is not wood. Very pretty. We have a nice size hole. Next, we have some crystals. We have 10-inch strand 4mm peach line crystal bicones. And of course, crystals, you know, they are gorgeous with their shimmer. Very pretty. And a nice long strand. Super gorgeous. Next, we have a 10-inch strand 4mm royal blue lined crystal bicone. So a really pretty blue again. I mean, who doesn't love a beautiful shimmery crystal? Next we have 10-inch strand 6mm honey glaze crystal bicone. So we have 3 crystal strands, and so pretty. Very pretty. I mean, I love the color because it's not orange, it's a brownish tone, which it is called honey. which is what it looks like because it definitely has that honey tone. So pretty. Next, we have 5 pieces, 15 millimeter chunky golden topaz faceted trapezoid crystals. And this is super pretty. These beautiful crystals. Love this color and the shape. They are very smooth and a very nice size hole. Love these. I mean, this is gorgeous all together. It's so pretty. Next, we have 8 pieces, 6 millimeter 4-point vintage cream check flower buds. So we have some really cute flowers. These are vintage. They have that vintage tone to them. Very cute. Very pretty little flowers. These are check glass. Next we have 7 pieces, 8 millimeter ivory lucite rosebuds. So again, we have some more flower beads, little roses, and these are really cute. They are very nice and detailed. And then the hole, let's see, where's the hole? So the hole goes from top to bottom. Very cute. And then last, we have a bonus 1-piece 30 millimeter antique bronze floral starburst with rhinestone connector. And this is super pretty. Pretty connector, and I love the color. The bronze, very pretty. Okay, you guys, well, this is Didi's Deluxe Bead Box for March 2026, Santorini Sunset. I love everything. It is beautiful. And then look at these, beautiful sparkles here, just like a beautiful sunset. I mean, so pretty. I really love it. So I am going to come up with a design. So stick around and I will be right back. From those deep Santorini blues to the warm amber and peachy sunset tones, I couldn't wait to start creating with the Santorini Sunset box. I'm designing a layered boho bracelet with a mix of beads, chain, and of course, lots of messy boho dangles for that fun-free, spirited movement. But we're not stopping there. I'm also creating a pair of Bohemian dangle earrings using the same beads. And of course, they're not going to be matchy-matchy. That's the beauty of this style. Each piece is unique, a little unexpected, and somehow it all works together. Let's go ahead and get beading. The tools and the items that you're going to need to create the Santorini Sunset bracelet and Bohemian dangle earrings are jump rings, and I'm going to use this bronze color here. I have this wax cord, which I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and it is a lot thinner from what I normally use. So then that way the beads will be able to string on a lot easier. I have some head pins and eye pins in that same color. And then I have a couple bead stoppers here. And then I have my needle nose pliers, bent nose pliers, round nose pliers, and flush cutters. I also have a ruler and a pair of scissors. And I purchased this chain from Hobby Lobby. And I really like how big the links are. They're nice and big, and it is thick. So I really like the look of this chain. And of course it matches perfectly with the color palette. And I also have some knotting tweezers. And I think that's about it. And of course, I have a collection here of all my beads ready so that we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by taking my cord, and I folded it in half and cut a nice length of piece, probably about 30 inches. I just want to make sure that I have enough to work with. Now I'm going to take my cord right at the end and form it into a little point. And then I'm going to feed it through. You might need a needle or something. Let me see here. I made a little needle out of beading wire. So in case I needed that to help string my beads. So you may need a needle. Okay, so I have a little loop here. I can move my needle. And then I'm going to take my bottom end of my cord and then feed it through that loop. And then pull that down. So now we have a little knot here. Okay, now I'm going to start stringing, and I'm going to fast forward you. I mean, you know how to string beads, and then I'll tell you the beads after I'm done stringing. Okay, just for your reference, so then that'll make it a lot quicker. And I am feeding these beads, all of the beads, on both cords. Okay, beaders, so here is the pattern of the bracelet. So first we have the antique bronze floral starburst piece. And then of course all these little antique pieces here are from the check last strand. And then these first two beads here are from the check last strand. And then we have the 4mm royal blue lined crystal. And then we have the antique copper piece. And then these are the 8mm marbled opaline blue glass beads. So that's that and this one. And this is the peach lined crystal bicone. And then of course another antique bronze piece. And then to finish it off here we have 3 of the 15mm chunky golden topaz faceted trapezoid crystals. Okay, so I mean pretty easy. And then this measures right at 6 inches, and I'm going to stop here because I am going to put on my toggle clasp also. So I don't want it to be too big. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next. Okay, so I'm taking one of my jump rings, and this is how you open and close a jump ring. So you want to go back and forth like that. You never want to go out like that because that will ruin the jump ring. Okay, so I'm going to take my jump ring and attach it to the starburst. And then I'm going to take my toggle bar and attach it to the jump ring. And then we can go ahead and close this. Make sure your jump ring is closed good. And this side, I'm going to add a crimp tube and a clamshell. So I'm going to go ahead and feed my clamshell on through both cords. And then I'm going to take my crimp tube and feed it through both cords. I'm taking that crimp tube down inside my clamshell. Okay, now we're going to crimp this end. Make sure you have bend in your bracelet before you crimp it. Otherwise, your beads won't be able to bend. If you keep this straight, then it's going to have a hard time, bending. So I'll go ahead and put a bend in your bracelet so there's enough space in between the beads. And then I'm going to take my bent nose pliers and then give the crimp tube a little smash. Smash it tight. See, so that folded my crimp tube. And then I'm going to take my bent nose pliers and fold the crimp tube in half. Okay, see, so now it's folded in half. See, when you have that little notch in there, then it's folded. And give it a tug and make sure that it's on there good before we cut our cord. Okay, now I'm going to cut my cord. And then, of course, I'm going to take some of my brush on glue, and then I'm going to brush it right on top of the crimp tube and inside the clamshell, just to make sure that everything stays good and it's good and secure. Okay, now I'm going to take my toggle ring and attach it to a jump ring. Well, I'm going to take my jump ring and attach it to my clamshell at the end of the loops here. You do have to make sure that this is lined up. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take my toggle ring and attach it to the jump ring, and then I'm going to close this up nice and tight. There we go. Okay. Now we have a bracelet. Okay, I got it on, but it's a little tight for my taste. So I'm going to add one more jump ring. which of course is perfectly fine. Okay, now I'm going to reattach my bar. Okay, so now we have this. I think that is a good size. I like it. And of course, we are going to add some dangles onto our bracelet, but we are going to add a chain. So we're going to add a chain and a lot of dangles because, you know, why not? Really like it. I think it looks really good. Okay, so I went ahead and attached my charm. So I attached a jump ring to our little pendant here. So the first loop on the pendant. So then I draped the chain down and then attached the jump ring on this side to our toggle clasp ring. And then I just brought the chain back a little bit and draped it and connected it to the top chain just a little bit. And I think that looks really good. Now I like these little dangles here. I know for sure I want to keep this one. This one, I don't know. I might end up getting rid of that. I guess we'll see as we start putting little dangles on it and stuff if we need this one. Yeah, so I think that looks really good so far. Okay, and there's my pattern again for the bead stringing. All right, and of course we're going to go ahead and add some bead dangles to our chain. So I'm just going to take a head pin, and a head pin is the one that's flat on the end. And this is an eye pin, just for your reference. See, an eye pin has that little pre-made loop at the end. Okay, so I'm going to take a head pin, and basically it's just going to be, you know, whatever beads I choose. There's no specific rhyme or reason to it. I'm just going to not put two of the same charms next to each other. So it'll just be different bead dangles throughout. See, so I took one of these little orange crystals here, and then I'm going to take one of these cobalt bead with the gold and feed them on my head pin, and I'm taking my round nose pliers, and you want to go just slightly above the bead. You want a little bit of space because that's where our wire is going to go as we wrap the bead. And you can go up high if you want to, and of course the higher you go on your round nose pliers, then that's how big the loop is going to be. So we'll go right about here, and then I'm going to just bend this toward me, and then I'm going to hold my pliers tight and bring that top back around so it's going on back on the top ring. And then I'm going to take my round nose pliers out and reposition my charm on the bottom ring here. And I'm going to take my wire and cross it over where we're forming the loop, and then straighten my little bead out, and then I'm just going to wrap. And I'm just going to wrap a few times, and I don't wrap with a specific number, so each charm is going to be unique. So I have no specific number that I'm doing any of them. So I may wrap this one 5 times, I may do the next one 3 times. The loop may be smaller on some, and that is fine with me. That's how I like my stuff. I like it just random. messy, boho. That's how I like to do it. And again, you have to, trust the process. So just trust your instincts and, your design. And if something doesn't look right, well, then you change it. That's all. It's just whatever feels right to you. That's what you do. Whatever style you like. I mean, there's no right or wrong way to doing this. I mean, with the way I do this, somebody else may do it totally different, and that's fine. As long as I get the result that I want, then it's fine with me. And I'm trying to smash this little end down, but it's not going. You want to smash your end down so there's no sharp edges. Okay, so that is our little charm. And we'll go ahead and make one more with you guys. And I'm just using an assortment of beads, so pretty much any kind of bead that's in the box I'm going to use. And this toward me. And then take the top back around the top ring. And take your pliers out, reposition to the bottom. Cross over. And wrap. And then straighten out your loop. And flush cut your excess. Okay, and actually let's go ahead and make a flower. So first I'm going to add one of my little crystals. So this is the bigger orange one. So I'm going to put that on first, and then I'm going to put my flower like that. So then we have our little, that's too big. I'm going to take this one off. We go with the smaller one. We use the blue one. Okay, so blue crystal. And then my little flower face down. So then this becomes the center of our little flower. And take the pliers, and then we're just going to do the same thing. Your style, your way. I'm just giving you the inspiration. If you like a neat wrap, then by all means do it neat. Okay, so now we have a little flower. So I am going to go ahead and make several charms, and then I'm going to come back and we will attach them to our chain. Okay, so as you can see, oh, you know what? I don't have my light on. That's what the problem is. There we go. I knew it looked dark. Something wasn't right. My light overhead wasn't on. I mean, I have plenty of other lights, but yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I have plenty of little charms. And then I also made this one here. And I was going to put this on the bracelet. And somehow I overlooked it and forgot. So we're just going to have a charm with that. Okay, so we're just going to take a jump ring. And then I'm going to add, let's see, I'm going to add it here first. So on my first spot here, I'm going to add 2 charms to each jump ring. I just don't want to take 2 of the same charms, you know, with the same beads on it. Okay, and then we're just going to close this up. And make sure your charms are closed, so make sure they are flush. Okay, I like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'm going to skip every chain. So it'll be every other chain. I'm going to add my little dangle. And each dangle is going to be 2 charms. And you could wire wrap your dangles to the chain, but I just thought, you know, this is going to be easier for me. I mean, you could do it that way if you want to, and I like doing it that way. But I just figured I would just do it like this because it'd be easier to, you know, to judge if I liked where the charms were placed or what have you. So this way I can move them if needed. And then, like I said, then we could put 2 dangles on each jump ring. Okay. Got on there this time. I like that. I think that looks really cute. And now we're going to skip and go to the next one. And just hold it up and keep looking at it and make sure that it is how you want it. Okay, I think that is good. So we'll have all our little dangles. All right, now we're going to skip and yeah, put it there. Yes, love it. Now let's see if we skip adding dangles on the top chain and just continue adding them on the bottom chain. So then this chain will just be bare chain. That might look cute. All right, let's try this. Oopsie. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and finish adding my charms to this bottom chain. So I'm not going to add any to the top chain for now. So I'm going to put them on the bottom and then see how that looks and see if we need to add any more up at the top. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that and I will be right back. Okay, beaters, so I finished attaching all the charms to the chain. So I put 2 charms on each jump ring and then spaced it every other link. So 19 charms here. And then I added just 2 flower dangles right here by the clasp. Oh, and let me show you what else I did. So I had to adjust my chain a little bit because I made the chain to where it could be detachable. So I added lobster clasp to each side here of the chain. So now you could take that chain off if you wanted to and just have a nice subtle bracelet. I mean, the beads speak for themselves, so it doesn't need, to have a whole lot. But of course, this right here is the party. So the party's going on right here. But yeah, so I just thought that was nice to make it to where you could just have it, a nice subtle bracelet or add our party to it. But this is how I attach the lobster clasps. So this one is just going to go here into our little ring. And then let's see, where's the other one? Here. So I left this jump ring on here. So then that could attach just like that. And now we have our party going on. So I really like how this turned out. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and create a pair of earrings that'll go perfectly with our Santorini Sunset Boho dangle bracelets. And the earrings are going to be slightly asymmetrical. I mean, not exactly both the same. But I did go ahead and create one earring. So this is what I created. And then we're going to create the second one together. Okay, so first I'm going to start with an eye pin. And of course, an eye pin is the one that has the little loop at the bottom. And I'm going to add one of my blue bicone crystals. And then I'm going to add my golden trapezoid crystal and then another blue bicone. And then we're just going to wire wrap that. So just the same as we did with the other charms. And smush the end down. And straighten your loop. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add my little flower charm. And I'm just going to add a little jump ring to this. And add that to my loop down here that we just created. And close that. Okay, now I'm going to take a head pin and I'm just going to create another dangle with this bead here. So I'm going to use another blue bicone crystal. And then I'm going to add my bead and another blue bicone crystal. And wire wrap this. Oopsie. That didn't do anything. Okay, so now we're going to add this to our ring here. I'm adding it to the ring at the bottom of our main charm here. And close that up. Okay. Okay, now we're going to add our chain. So again, I'm just going to take my little jump ring and attach my jump ring to that same loop, and then attach my chain to that. And then you can close this jump ring. Okay, now I'm going to just make some more dangles. And again, it doesn't have to be the exact same as the other earring. I mean, unless you want it that way, then that is, of course, your choice. And what I'm going to do is actually wire wrap these to my chain. So I'm not going to use a jump ring for this part. I don't know, why not? So I'm going to go ahead and start to form my loop. Like that. And then I'm going to attach this to my chain. And feed that right into where the loop is going to be formed. See, so now the chain is right down in there, in that loop. And then I'm going to take my bent nose pliers and then hold it at that loop portion. Bend it back down and then go ahead and hold it at that loop portion and then just start to wrap it. It can be a little tricky sometimes. I mean, I find. See? And now the charm is attached directly to the chain without the jump ring. And I'm just going to keep creating little charms. And strain your loop. And that's it. I love making these little charm dangles. It's kind of therapeutic to me, I guess. It's just relaxing, and you could just be creative using any kind of beads, and I don't know, I like doing that. That's cute. We'll make one more for right there. Again, no rhyme or reason, just whatever you prefer. Whatever makes you feel good, that's what you do. Whatever makes you happy. That's how I like to do it. Just random, no rhyme or reason, just whatever. Hold on, no, it's not in there. See, this is where it gets tricky. Then it's hard to see what you're doing. There we go. All right, smash this back down. Hold that. And then start to wrap. So that's what we have. That's cute. I don't think we need any more. And we're going to go ahead and add our ear wire. Now to do that, where it has the little opening here on the loop, you're just going to bend that up slightly and then attach it to our top ring here and push it back down in place, and then make sure it's flush with the other side so that there's no space for the ear hook to come off. And that's it. Super cute. Okay, and here's both of our earrings. Like I said, slightly different, but super cute, and I love it different. I mean, you could tell obviously it's from the same collection, and it matches perfectly with our bracelets. Okay, you guys, well, here is our bracelet and earring set using Didi's Deluxe Bead Box Santorini Sunset. I absolutely love how these came out. I mean, I love the full, party and dangle free spirited of it. I love the bead dangles and the charms, and of course the asymmetrical earrings. And let me know what was your favorite items from Didi's Deluxe Bead Box this month. And also let me know, would you wear the bracelet just the top portion with the beads, or would you wear it with the full-on party bead dangle? And I absolutely love it that way. I think it just looks so cute. Well, you guys, let me know what you think. And please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.